Hey folks, Dan Frio here again with your mortgage update. But today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. The biggest question I get a lot of times is when people are reaching out to me, they're like, hey, what can I qualify for? But did you know the biggest piece of this puzzle is your credit score? It's that and usually how much you put as a down payment. But the credit score is very important here. Credit score is also very important when it comes to credit cards, your insurance, believe it or not. You might not even be able to get a job because your credit's so bad. So what I did is I kissed a lot of frogs throughout my time. And you can tell I'm a little bit old with all my gray hairs. But I kissed a lot of frogs throughout these years. And I found finally a solution. Because on our side of the equation, if you've ever worked with us, we pull your credit and then we go over that with you. And then we explain to you guys, here's your credit score, but there's a little score underneath it. And it'll usually say like plus 10 or plus 20. What that score is, if you did something, that's how much improvement to your credit you would get. So meaning if, let's say in this case, this person has a 639 credit, but in this case, they could pick up possibly 90 points by doing something. Well, what is that something? And usually when you guys reach out to us and we do this for you, it's really expensive on our end. And unfortunately, we have to share that cost to you. But I finally found a solution that won't only pull your credit, it'll give you your credit scores. It does so much more. And you can see down below, I did create a website called Credit Scores and More to provide all this information to you. So I have Jimena here with us. She is with Smart Credit. And she's going to help us today figure out this process. And I'll have the link down below so you guys subscribe. And if you use my link, you're going to get, I think it's about 20 or 25% off. So I'd appreciate it if you used it. And so let's get to it. All righty. So welcome. Thanks for reaching out to me, because without you reaching out to me, it would have been a frog that I never kissed. I didn't mean that in any weird way.
No, all good. That's hilarious. First of all, thank you so much for having me here.
Go ahead and tell everybody about yourself, and then I want to get into this system because this is so cool.
Absolutely. So I'm the VP of Product Partnerships here at Smart Credit, and I'm so excited to share with you guys how our system works, because I feel like we're still like one of the best kept secrets in the industry. So I want to walk you through some very simple and quick ways that you can get your credit up and also protected. So without further ado, I'm just going to dive right into it. As you can see, I am sharing my screen. And we have patents on our technology that we've built in the past 20 years. So we're a trusted source. We've been around for a very long time. We're very reliable. And I'm going to share with you one of the first ways that you can boost your score within really 30 days. So if you see our score boost feature here, if I click on it, and this is a test account that we're in. So you can see this test account owes $15,000 in credit card debt. Let's say that's what I owe. And let's say I don't have that kind of money to pay on my cards next month, but I do have $6,400. So you just move the dial to where you're at and what you can afford to pay for next month. And then we're going to tell you which cards to pay, by when, and how much. And if you follow that plan, we're also going to share with you how many points your score will go up by following that very custom plan on your credit cards.
Just so you know, when we do this for the clients, it costs us about $50 to run that. And then it costs us about $100 per account to get it fixed. It just throwing that out there.
Wow, that's a lot of money. Yeah, it's not going to cost you anywhere near that with us. But you can see here that basically we're going to have you pay 4 days before your credit's going to update to the bureaus. Now, your payment due date is not when you should be paying your cards. I'll give you an example, right? Before I used to work here, for the life of me, I could not get past a 740 credit score. I paid all my cards on time, but I was also paying on the very last day I possibly could. So when I started following my score boost plan, my score shot up to a 790 consistently because, obviously the lower that you owe on your credit card and the more credit that you have available, the better your score is going to be. And so for the longest time, I didn't know that. And then I was just paying on the last day, so my balance was bigger when it was reported than it should have been. So just by doing this, you guys can get some points very quickly here. Likewise, if you're going to go on a shopping spree, we tell you, hey, put it on this card, pay by this date, otherwise it's going to cost you XYZ on your credit.
Again, that's usually, at least if you were to get it fixed on the credit bureau using like us or a service like us, it would be a couple $100 just for that one transaction. So that's what we call the what if simulator.
Yeah, so you can see here that this test account has 78 points available just in the score boost feature. right? But then we have another 90 points available in Score Builder. Now this is going to be available to you if you have negatives on your credit report. So let's click on Take an Action. I'm going to go a little faster this tutorial because we don't need to spend time on that. I want to show you the important part of how this system works, right? But what it's going to show you is the accounts that are hurting your score. And then most of the time, most places are going to stop here and then say, hey, these accounts are not in good standing. Here's some advice of what you can do to take care of it, but you still have to invest your time and or your money or both to have this handled. With us, we will take care of it for you. So what do I mean? Well, I'm going to click on Let's Keep Going, and then I'm going to click on Let's Take an Action. So what are the action guys? We're about getting results directly from our platform. So this is a Citibank account. It's a 90-day late. Let's say, you know what, I was 90 days late and I want to request a goodwill correction. I just click on that. I select my reason for why I want that correction. I click on it. Maybe I create my own reason. That's fine too. Or let's say it was a credit reporting error. So I would just say, hey, I want to fix this error. I was not 90 days late, or this account was transferred, or whatever it might be. And then I can hit next. When I hit confirm mail delivery, we're going to send a physical letter to Citibank on your behalf. It's either going to be by fax or by mail, but it's an actual physical document because it's more effective than online disputes. And basically, we're going to send that to them. Now, if they approve that, they by law have, first of all, 30 days to respond. Second of all, they by law have to tell all 3 bureaus if this is something that they are approving. So you, by handling this through our platform, are literally handling it with the creditor and the bureaus all at once, and all you did was push a button, and you didn't have to mail any letters, call anyone, do any of that.
That's pretty cool, because most of the other agencies that I've worked with in the past or talked to in the past, all they do is just mass load out dispute letters. And now the bureaus know the dispute letters are just BS at this point. And I don't even think they used to have to take them off your credit report for like 30 days. I don't think they have to anymore because the dispute letters just hold not much value anymore at all.
Right, so we don't do any direct to bureau disputes, it's all direct to creditors. But if this path doesn't work, you can try another path. This is the one that you've got within our platform. So think of this top part as this is where we're going to build your score. And these are patented technologies specific to ours. But building your score is just really part of the equation. Once you've got a good score, you want to protect it. You've got to protect it because now you've got something that somebody else wants. So obviously we're going to give you 24/7 credit monitoring, but we're going to go even a step beyond that because, there is something that is a lot more prevalent, and I've experienced it several times over the past few years, where people steal your credit cards and start creating all these fraud charges on your credit cards. Have you ever had that happen, Dan?
I just had it happen last Friday.
Oh, so there you go. So we've built out what's called Money Manager within the account, and I can connect all my checking, investments, credit cards. So I can get a full financial picture of my financial life within one platform, which makes everything really easy to manage. But where I find the most value personally is by connecting my credit cards in here and then setting up alerts. So if I go to the alert section and I click on that, I say, hey, for any transaction over $100, or if you want just for every transaction to get a notification, I'll get an email and a text. And that way I can know whether those transactions coming through on my cards are actually mine. I've stopped fraud this way twice now. My credit card companies did not tell me about this. I saw charges I didn't recognize coming through from here, and I was able to stop the fraud as it was happening. So we've got you covered there.
Very cool.
The last thing where we've also got you covered is $1 million of identity fraud insurance. You might find that competitors also offer this, but they're offering it at a much higher price. So by going through us, not only do you get that, but you also get all the credit building tools, all the credit monitoring, and also the credit card monitoring. So it's really an all-in-one financial platform for building, protecting your credit, and keeping track of all of your finances in a simple place, easy to use, all in one.
And it is, and I'll vouch for it. Yeah, I use it. It's easy to use. That's the biggest piece of the puzzle. And I was actually giving you a kudos when I said you guys don't send out the dispute letters, because normally when you hire like a debt resolution company or a credit, repair company, you're not a credit repair company. I don't mean it that way.
Yeah.
But when you hire those companies, all they do is send out dispute letters. So this platform not only gives you your credit, because you get one free credit report run a month too, right?
Yeah, so you actually get, so this right here is going to be your Vantage score. We're pulling this from TransUnion. You can update this every day if you want. 3 bureau reports and scores. You get all 3 bureaus. This refreshes once a month for you.
Awesome. So again, most platforms are just going to give you a Vantage scores. You don't have access to your true credit scores. So if you ever watch my videos, you understand the difference there. So not only do you get that, you get the piece of this puzzle that we have access to. Most of the times you as a client don't have access to it. I call it the what if. And it was the score booster that she went over that says, let's say I had $2,000 or $3,000, or let's say I had $1,000. How could I use that money in the most prudent ways to get my credit scores up as high as I could? And it not only tells you if you have $4,000 or $1,000 even, if you did that, what accounts would you apply those to? When would you apply them? And how much exactly would it boost your credit scores? That alone is worth a ton of money, because on our platform, again, just pulling your credit report's $40, $50. And then every time we have to do an upgrade, so if we do the what if simulator on our side, it's probably $50 to $75. And then to fix it at the bureau level, it's cost you $100 for every item that you need fixed. This platform, it's basically a click and play. You click it, you tell it what kind of dispute or why you think that information is inaccurate, and they do all the work for you. And then you're just going to sit there and watch your credit scores build. So those are the pieces of the puzzle, why I use the system. And then I also use the system because it triggers me, because I have in the office here, my credit cards all over the place. We use it for all kinds of things, unfortunately. But I get dinged, so I know what's happening. And last Friday you just asked this question. My wife calls me and says, did you just rent a hotel in Miami, Florida for $4,000? And I'm like, girlfriend, I'm at work right now. And I have no plans on going to Miami, Florida. So that's what happened Friday. And if I would have had this system tagged to that credit card, it would have alerted me. I wouldn't have to wait all the way to the point where it gets charged and transactioned and everything else. So those are just minor pieces of this puzzle, why I feel that this is the system I use. And I'm actually, providing it out to you guys in the public. And it, down below, it is an affiliate website. I do make a couple of dollars if you subscribe. But if you use that link down below that I have, you're going to get a discount, and you're going to get better pricing anyways.
Yeah. Just to talk to that point, you guys are going to get a $1 trial by using that link, which is not available directly on the homepage. And you're also saving $5 per month off of Dan's link. So definitely make sure you use Dan's link. You're going to save $60 a year. And so it's just better all around for you.
Yep. So check it out. The link is down below. I hope you love it as much as I do. And I continue to use it. And I'm trying to have all my clients use it, because the more your credit score is one of the biggest pieces of this puzzle if you're looking to buy a house. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for explaining this platform for us. It's a fantastic system. I use it personally, and I would implore you guys to use it as well. So thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you come back and watch all my videos.